going on, everybody? Giant Sports Talk here. And after weeks and weeks of speculation, the Philadelphia Eagles have traded up 6 spots with the Cleveland Browns to pick second in the NFL draft. After a week or so ago, when the Rams moved up to the first pick, we weren't sure if the Eagles were looking to move up as well. But as it turns out, right now, it looks like the Rams are targeting more Jared Goff than it is Carson Wentz. And we know the Eagles and Howie Roseman and Doug Peterson really love Carson Wentz, the quarterback out of North Dakota State. It seems as if this trade was made due to the fact that the Rams are not interested in Carson Wentz. But this trade does raise a lot of questions and a lot of debate whether or not the Eagles should have done this. Was this really worth it? We probably won't know if this deal is worth it until it's 3 years or 5 years down the line. So, what did the Eagles and Browns finally agree to? As far as the Eagles, they will receive the rights to the second pick in the first round in this year's draft, as well as a fourth round pick in this year's draft. As far as the Browns, they obviously swapped, so now they'll be picking 8th in the first round in this year's draft. They also received a 3rd and 4th in this year's draft. As far as future accommodations, they will get the first round pick of the Eagles in the 2017 draft, and they will also get a second round pick from the Eagles in the 2018 draft. As far as this deal goes, I believe the Eagles did not give up that much to find their potential franchise quarterback. The best part about this deal is it spans throughout 3 seasons, and it's not a lot that you give up. We're giving up a 3rd and a 4th this year, but we're also getting a 4th back this year. Yeah, losing a first round draft pick is huge, but it's next year, and it's only 1 year that you lose a first round draft pick. And the second round draft pick, you don't even have to worry about till 2018. But obviously, the deal will be a flop if Carson Wentz does not turn out to be the quarterback we all think he's going to be. But I really do have faith in Doug Peterson and Howie Roseman and their process and their thinking as far as this situation. When the Eagles put together this offensive coaching staff, they clearly wanted to cater towards the most important position on the football field, and that is the quarterback position. They wouldn't have hired Doug Peterson, who obviously has worked with all different types of quarterbacks in his coaching and playing career, Frank Reich, who was one of the most gifted backup quarterbacks in his time, John DeFilippo, who's worked with a bunch of different young quarterbacks, as well as signing backup quarterback Chase Daniel and bringing back Sam Bradford. But the Eagles' plan is to bring in Carson Wentz and have him sit and groom him to become the next starter. Have him learn behind this coaching staff and the 2 quarterbacks in front of him. I really believe that it's going to help Carson Wentz's development because he is still not a complete quarterback. Now, the next big question is the future of Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford has publicly voiced his opinions on this trade and is not happy whatsoever, to the point that he might be asking for a trade out of Philadelphia. Now, I've said it before in previous videos, and I've always said it this offseason. I would like to have Sam Bradford on the Eagles next year. I think he's a great stopgap quarterback, and it would be great for a guy like Carson Wentz to learn under. But I do definitely believe that Sam Bradford deserves a chance to start in this league and lead a team to win games. And if it's not here, I absolutely would be on board of getting value for Sam Bradford. There are teams out there like the Denver Broncos, like the New York Jets, maybe even the San Francisco 49ers that need a quarterback and could use the services of Sam Bradford. Whatever we get for Sam Bradford, whether it be a 3rd or a 4th round pick, whatever, I will take it because it is still value. And we have seen this offseason that Howie Roseman would like to stockpile draft picks, and I believe that is the way to do it. If you feel as if you don't need a player and you can get value out of him, then do so and trade him. But for one thing, it is really amusing how this year's and last year's off seasons really relate so well. It is clear that this off season was all about cleaning out what Chip Kelly did so bad last year, getting rid of all his players we all saw and getting value for them. And after last year begging and wishing and voicing us wanting to trade up from the 22nd pick all the way up to the 2nd pick to get Marcus Mariota. And now this year we wanted no parts of trading up, but yet we still did it anyways. And then there's the trade of Sam Bradford and Nick Foles. Funny how a year later, both teams are trying to move forward from those quarterbacks. So much so that they both traded up to the 1 and the 2 spots to pick their next quarterbacks. It's funny, isn't it? Overall, I am 100% on board with this deal. Like I said, I believe we didn't give up too much in order to find our potential franchise quarterback. Since Donovan McNabb, we've been through how many different starting quarterbacks? From Kevin Kolb to Michael Vick, Nick Foles to Sam Bradford. It's time to find our next guy for the next 10 to 12 years. From Johnny Sports Talk, may all the mock drafts keep getting ripped up and deleted. Thanks for watching, guys.